I've just thought of something, ladies and gentlemen. There is something that I want to do with this login form. Okay, this is going to take 10 minutes of my time, honestly. 10 minutes of my time from the moment I clicked record to the moment I'm going to finish this video. So it's actually going to take lesser time. So this is what I want to do. I want to be able to type my password and be able to show this password by clicking, like, let's say, a checkbox over here. And if I unclick the checkbox, then it goes back to being dotted. And how do we do that? Well, I have my code base over here. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and close all. I'm going to open where this login page is. This login page is inside auth, sorry, not auth on layouts, but auth inside Livewire. I'm going to go to login, okay? Then I'm going to create another variable without even looking. I'm going to create another variable over here. So I'm just going to do public bool or boolean. I could do public boolean, and then we'll say, we'll not show password, and we'll say state it as false. We could do boolean, we could do bool. I think bool is the best. And now once we do public bool show password is equal to false, this is what's going to happen. Okay. Now I'm just going to come in here and do. I'm going to do this actually. Let's do it like this. So we have this boolean as false, right? And we have our validate rules not applying to this boolean value right here. Now, if we go down over here, we have our remember button, our remember link somewhere, which is here, this remember. We're going to copy this, and then we're going to do show password for this one. And then we're going to say show password. Now, this checkbox is false, right? It's already on its false area. Okay, so if I come in here and refresh this, of course, let it show password. So I'm going to type in my password over here, and if I click on this, it's supposed to set it to true, and if I depress, it's going to be false. And in order for us to ensure that that's the case, we can go ahead and click on this Livewire, and then you can definitely see that we have our show password as like that. But now once we do, what we're supposed to do here is we're supposed to do wiremodel.live, so that it does it instantly. Okay, so such that it does it instantly. So once it does that, I'm going to go back to my Livewire, going to click on this. If I click on this, it should show true. Okay, so now on pressing true, this password should also be changing. Okay, but as you can see, there's nothing that is changing right there. So what are we going to do? We're going to come in here, and over here on type is where we're going to discuss what it is that we're going to be putting. So I'm going to do type like this, and then we're going to say show password. And this is essentially what I was going to do. So I'm going to ask the question if the show password is true or false. If it's true, give it as text. If it's false, give it as a password. And just like that, of course, undefined. Okay, so just like that, ladies and gentlemen, you can definitely see that if we click on, if we type our password, let's say we put our password in here. If I click on show password, you can see the password is showing. But if I depress, it's not going to show the password. Okay. Another way that this could have been done is if I put inside this, what's this area over here, this flux input. If I had put inside this flux input, this checkbox, or rather this checkbox, instead of it being a checkbox, it becomes like a button that changes icon every time you press it. And then there'll be a function over here that actually changes this from false to true. That could have worked as well, but we have not paid for Flux UI, because Flux UI apparently, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. If I go to inputs, this is what is going on here. Okay, so there's a part that where when we come in and join these items together, it starts being a paid version. So like, let's say for example, I think it is what? Oh, it's not paid. Okay, so which means we could actually put in icons over here, but are they pressable icons? You can see the icon buttons right there. So you can actually do it like this: flux input with the placeholder and all those different things, the icon trailing. So you can put in the X slot with an icon trailing. or this one over here with this visible one. Okay, so we can come in here and do this one, the Flux input password, and then inside the Flux input password, this is what we will do. Right, so we'll come in here, open this up, close it up. Okay, and then inside here we'll put the icon trailing. Okay, so that we have that button show up inside our UI. So I'm going to go back to our UI, and you can definitely see this button works. And now the next thing that you can do is make sure that this button actually does something. So in the light of this, I can even get rid of this show password. I can get rid of that because now we know it works. And then what we can do is we can put a wire click on this Flux button, right? So we'll do wire click, and then we'll do, show password. Okay, so we'll do that show password, and then we'll create the function right here. So we'll do a public function show password, or we can even call it toggle show password, but we can essentially just put it like this show password, and negate it with the former value, which is the false value. So if we negate false, it becomes true. If we negate true, it becomes false. And that's how we work it out. So now that being done, if I come in here and type in my password, and then I come and click on this, well, this button should have been working, unless I did wire model instead of wire click. So wire click show password. That's essentially what should be happening. So this show password should be this over here, this show password. But what I should be doing, I think what I've done here is it's going to pick up a variable instead of, so I'm going to use a different name. So toggle, and then we'll do toggle show password. So I'll come in here, copy this, and paste it here, and save it. And now let's see what happens here. So try something, and you can definitely see now that is changing. Change it back. Yeah. So that's essentially what it is. One thing that I've gotten to realize is that you cannot put a function to be the same name as an existing variable that's inside there. So you can definitely watch out for that. But other than that, it's working very, very well. And as you can see, we have that trailing, the icon trailing over here. We have the icon I, but then now instead of I over here, what I want to do here is I want to do a dynamic icon where we are going to take show password. All right. And then we're going to do two values over here. So if the show password is true, then if show password is false, then I should be by default there. But do we have anything inside hero icons to put up that slash? I think we should check for the I. And I don't know, I slash, yeah, there we go. So we'll come in here and we'll put I slash. So I hyphen slash right there. And that's how that works. So you can definitely see that if I click on this, it's now going to show the whole password. So if I do trial password. So if I want to not show it, there we go. If I want to show it, there we go. And that's how that works. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that should be such a very easy tutorial on how to get this icon of the show and hide password inside any kind of form input and any kind of, all those kinds of inputs. And I don't know how to close off this video right now because, it's already done. 9 minutes, 48 seconds. So it's been Steve Nyanumba, back again with Nyanumba Codes. The test is complete and 10 minutes are up. I will be signing off. Please do indeed take care and God bless.